Oh. There's many types of kicks. People post and they'll throw the kick out and they'll keep their body upright. This type of kick, we're driving it through with our entire body as we lean back because we're forcing the glutes in there. Okay, it isn't a side kick like that. It's boom and hitting. See that? Much easier. This is hard. Yeah, that's hard. But you could do a back kick, horse kick. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Trying to get the foot down, right. Good. So what we're doing is performing the heel kick. It's more about using your entire body to see your full potential, and you come back to simplicity. Make it smaller and simpler. Because this angle offers you a lot of support behind a kick, and this gives you a penetrating force against your opponent, which then can collapse it. But just be aware that you have to also recover. Yeah. Well, there's a piece where you have to like tweak it. Right here, as soon as you're here and you drive, boom, you'll get a snap out. Because otherwise you're pushing. So you want to be able to do that, same thing. Boom. Better. Snap it out faster as you kick. Yeah. Yeah. Toe. Toe. Stronger, yeah. Right. What you do is create a spiraling effect when that happens. So if you started from here, you just go here, and you cross over.
I should cross over?
Yeah, just for the sake of it, so you can emphasize the best of your ability. You're just focusing on one strong weapon. There you go. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Pressure, boom. It is awkward because you are turning your entire body to perform this kick. When you do a side kick, you're facing. It's a little easier and less intimidating because when you turn your back, you're like, okay, I'm blindsided. But you don't do this on a first move basis. You don't sit there and say, hey, Vladimir, ready? All right, I'm gonna come. But like, no, you don't do that. It's performance training, just like what I was talking about with my low side kick. Speed, development. Application-wise is different. Because if Christian fires at me at that line, there's an open shot. Okay? He could be quick and he comes right at me, boom. As he's stepping in and forward, boom, there I am. Or I could step off, boom. You have the ribs and potentially if you hit the other side, also the liver. But just keep in mind also too, like if there is threat and somebody starts to grab you, you could use that from there. Okay, you just bam. You have to recognize how you can hit it. So try that. It doesn't matter if you're hitting the top of the knee, solar plexus, or even the groin. So from here, it's like.
I don't want to fight.
Okay, pair off, just no pendulum sway. It's just turn and hit, or here and kick. All right, try.
Or do you already?
I'm pivoting on the way there.
You're pivoting on the way.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you try to connect. You don't go up.
Mm-hmm. The problem is the skeletal system is telling you to keep going this way, so it's hard.
Yeah.
So that's why you use the corner of your eye as you sink. So there is a blind spot.
Yeah.
That's what the risk is. Yeah. So it's just like.
I have to train it. It's cool because it's very stable.
Yeah.
Because usually when you do the side kick, like jumping,
terrible.
it's terrible because
Yeah.
we are light.
Yeah.
And then you recoil.
Right.
You absorb the recoil. Right?
Yeah. Here it's like,
Simple or direct? Okay.
higher.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, not fighter level, but it's like boom, bam. I'm turning this way. Because you want to turn your entire body and face him, like. Okay, so you're trying to use this back fist, what we trained yesterday, to support your rotation back to facing your assailant. That's it. Yep, boom. You need to turn your base towards them.
But if you grab two hands at the same time, like
Pull. Yeah, I just drive it that way.
because then you're being pushed into your legs.
Yeah, well that's why the kick supports you driving and you fire up.
Because I don't know if you have seen in the news sometimes somebody being pushed in from the train, right?
Right.
Like really crazy. That is.
Sometimes you can't tell whether somebody's throwing a hammer at you from distance. You're dead, no matter what.
But the first initial reaction will be to regain balance, right?
Yeah.
Or it's very.
That's why people need to stay off the edge. Like, don't be there. I'll be by the wall. It's really risky doing that.
Or at least have one person in front of you.
Yeah, right. Bern was talking about, can I do a hammer fist? Of course. I would think about 8 out of 10 times you won't find the assailant with his hands down like this. They're going to have something here. But by me hitting at this point and I'm turning, even if his hands are up here or here, in any approach whatsoever, I'm able to collapse something to use. So this is bridging that component to fire, or if he does start to now throw a punch, I'm going right in. It's absolutely important that you face. The last thing you want is somebody behind you. It could work in some cases, but not all the time. And you change the tactics if you need to. If somebody's grabbing you here, you change it. You don't restrain with them. They're trying to hold you down, so now you have to attack. You have to attack with the finesse behind the pressure, and the sensitivity exercises does help with that. So that's my approach to the ground as well. In fact, this is my starting point to feel what's happening when somebody grabs me, when they put me in a lock, or this, or whatever it is, and then you learn to escape from it. But it requires a high skill level to understand what is being applied. Like, okay, now we're going to apply this to this, now try to get out of it. Now, very rare will somebody pull these things off on you. The self-defense person knows these techniques. But you just start to become better. It's like working with a Jeet Kune Do and a Jeet Kune Do stance, and you guys are trying to find it out. You got to change tactics. You can't be a similar approach. You have to have a different framework. So when you're working together on this one, and you're hitting, whether it's here, try to drive it, what we were working on yesterday, or control, or even if it fires with that, I'm coming off of this side. I'm always going in. Even if he tries to grab the back of my head, here's my elbow, leverage, here's my knee. See how tight I am? I'm very close, because I can feel it. Because when we're working with this range too, if he's putting a lot of pressure, it's like, boom, it's there. But if he's putting a lot of pressure, it's right there. Okay, and it's a lot of power from behind that. From here, keep him low. Now, anything you're doing is a rotation of the body. Now, you're going to add more emphasis with power by footwork. All right, tight. Let's give it a go.